Casinos have no clocks and no windows. Your phone has infinite scroll. That's not a coincidence. That's design. You know the feeling. You just wanted to check if someone replied. 2 minutes, you told yourself. Then you look up and an hour is gone, your coffee's cold, and you genuinely can't remember what you were even looking at for the last 50 minutes. You never decided to stay that long. It just happened, and the reason isn't that you lack discipline. The reason is weirder than you think. There are people whose actual job is to make exactly that happen to you. Not as a side effect, as the goal. Quick detour before we get into it. Picture a rat in a cage with a lever. If pressing the lever gives food every single time, the rat eventually loses interest. Predictable is boring, but if the lever pays out only sometimes, unpredictably, the rat presses it obsessively over and over. Psychologists call this variable reinforcement, a reward that doesn't come every time, but at random. The principle is over 100 years old and was first studied using pigeons in lab experiments. And it's exactly what makes a slot machine work. You pull, mostly you lose, but every so often, unpredictably, it hits. That's precisely why slot machines are the single most profitable machine the gambling industry has ever built. Now here's the part that might make you a little angry. That exact mechanism is sitting in your phone. Pull down your screen to check for new messages. That motion, pull, wait, see what shows up, is almost identical to pulling a slot machine lever. And what you get when you pull is never guaranteed. Sometimes there's nothing new. Sometimes there's a like, a message, a comment that makes you feel good. You never know when. That uncertainty is exactly what keeps you checking constantly. This isn't some accidental byproduct of engineers just trying to build good apps. People who actually worked inside these companies have said this publicly. A former design ethicist at Google internally warned that technology deliberately exploits psychological weaknesses, and that companies that leave these tricks out simply lose in the marketplace. He specifically warned about how push notifications are built on this same randomness principle. You never know if something urgent just happened or not, so out of caution, you check far more often than you need to. Then there's infinite scroll itself. The person who invented it was actually just trying to solve an annoying problem, having to keep clicking next page. Today he openly says he regrets it. He's since explained that making something easier to use doesn't automatically mean it's better for the people using it. Why does this work so well? Because your brain can no longer find a natural stopping point. A book has a chapter ending. A newspaper has the last page. A feed has none of that. There's no moment where your brain gets to say, okay, that's it. Done. Because that moment was deliberately engineered out. The decision to stop rests entirely on you, inside a system specifically built to make that decision as hard as possible. And here's where it gets even bigger. This isn't just about your time. It's about you becoming the product. The longer you stay, the more data gets generated about you. What distracts you, what makes you angry, what makes you sad, what makes you jealous. That data isn't collected to help you. It's collected to predict, with increasing precision, exactly which next stimulus will keep you scrolling a little longer. In this system, you're not the customer. You're the product being sold to advertisers. And your attention is the merchandise. And the more successful one app gets at this, the more pressure every competitor feels to copy it. If one platform squeezes even a few extra percentage points of attention out of you through autoplay or infinite scroll, every rival has to match it, because otherwise those go to them instead. Which means there's basically no incentive anywhere in this system to become less addictive. Only more. So no, you don't have weak willpower. You're just a rat in a very, very well-designed cage. The only difference is your cage has a terms of service page and a stock price.